in this company, we really focus on working with the tissue to change the way that the brain thinks about the tissue that it's innervating constantly. And so we really focus on changing movement behavior in a natural way that is continual, and a way we want the body to teach itself and not find crutches on some of these other medicines that help, but the body learns that it has to depend on them in order to survive. And so we use the Rezzimax to regulate pain and breathing. As we work through the tissues, it can be intense at times as we are repatterning how it functions, right? Compression of tissues and releasing compression from tissues is never a pleasant experience, right? You spend X amount of years to compress that tissue, it has to decompress somehow. And so I'll take the Rezzimax and I put it as close to the dorsal root as I can, and this is after I've used it to scrape and kind of desensitize the tissue. I'll put it at the dorsal root closest to that dermatome or spinal level that is affecting that tissue, and I'll just let it sit there while I'm working. And I have clients that are relaxing to the point of falling asleep because the communication changes completely. We turn off a lot of the alarms that the body normally produces, and oftentimes those alarms aren't even due to what we're doing in the therapy. It relates to past experience, it relates to past emotions, whatever it is, the body is built and trained to respond to environment. And so the Rezzimax changes that environment, and it changes the response to that environment. And it allows for a new sensitivity to step in, and for the body's ability to sense something new without pain constantly overriding that experience. And so we remove movement factors that are limiting to that person. If they don't think they can do a certain movement, we put the Rezzimax on there, let them regulate their breathing for a minute, and then we move those body parts and we show them, look, this can move passively, which means it should be able to move actively. And we retrain the body systems that way. And the Rezzimax provides the ability to improve communication but decrease the pain signal. It has been a pretty big success. Clients are able to feel what we're doing, and the education process is so much easier because they're not thinking pain, they're not thinking avoid pain, and they're not thinking about I can't make certain movements. And where the Rezzimax helps with breathing, then it helps them to stay calm as well.
He's the first physical therapist that actually did something where I feel like I could see some improvement, and I felt like I had some mobility. And he had this tuner that I thought, well, that's interesting. I was shocked, and I thought, what is this? Where did you get it? And how can I get one? And can I get one? Because sometimes you can't get hold of those types of tools or whatever, unless you're a professional. So he had basically told me what it was called, and I went home and looked it up. It has been probably the best thing that I have ever had, that anyone has ever used to get me through this. My poor family, I would come home and they would see some improvement, but what's interesting is since he started using this, they're going, wow, there's a big difference now. How he can turn around and pull that Rezzimax away from where it's placed on me, and I'm like, okay, I'm done, put it back, because you don't realize how much it really works.
So we'll hold this spot right here, and the key, and you'll see, I want to show you as we pull this out and we take it away.
Oh gosh.
See the reaction change automatically. Breathing goes up. She's starting to get antsy, anxiety's picking up. Okay, rotate your head, we'll slide it back under and back. And then breathing goes right back.
I literally use it every single day, every day. It's amazing.
We're changing cognitive behavior at the same time. We're giving people the chance to let their own body correct things, and that's what the Rezzimax promotes, is the ability for self-change to happen, just because we're taking a lot of the noise out of there. A lot of the natural responses that the body promotes, just because it's in an environment, it removes that, and it lets someone make a cognitive choice for themselves to heal.